Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to the final episode of season 1 of The Love Spot. Just want to say we really appreciate all your support and feedback. We've had thousands of views, all thanks to you, so thank you so much. My name is Omero G.
I'm Elizabeth Victoria.
You've submitted your questions, we have answers, so here we go.
Here we go.
Question number 1 is it okay for me to be friends with my ex? Well, I'll answer that briefly, and I say sure, why not? You know, I'm still friends with a lot of my exes. Hello to you ladies. And the reason I think it's because usually a lot of the times we didn't break up on like terrible terms. You know, they didn't end up hating me or me hating them. And we're mature enough to, you know, that we can still move on with our lives, be friends. You know, some of them are in relationships, getting married or are married, and I'm in a great, happy relationship. And, you know, we can still keep in touch as friends because there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I think it depends on the situation, and I am friends with some of my exes. You know, we had a good friendship, but when I'm in a relationship, I do tend to kind of not talk to them as much because I think it's kind of disrespectful to my new relationship sometimes. And I don't recommend being friends right away. After you break up, give it some time to heal.
For sure.
And then after like a year or two, maybe sooner for some people, but for me it takes me like a year or two to kind of just completely disengage, and then later we can be friends again. I don't see anything wrong with that.
And just a quick love spot tip: delete all your old pictures with them from Facebook, Instagram, MySpace. I looked at my MySpace randomly like a month ago, and I saw like old ass pictures, and I was like, oh man, I hope my girlfriend doesn't see this. She wouldn't care, this is stuff that happened 5 years ago, but I was like, oh man, like I kind of burned myself, and I don't even remember my password, so I can't delete the pictures. Like, damn.
The next question is, I love my girlfriend, but I can't stop cheating on her. Ooh, you got a problem.
What does love mean to you? If you're in love with somebody, what does that mean to you? Because I think if you truly love somebody, you wouldn't be cheating on them. You wouldn't be doing this shady stuff behind their back. Because, for example, like when I think of love, I think the love that one shares with like a relative. Like, I love my mother. And the way I treat my mother is very, very special. Obviously, she's my mother. But when you use that type of word of endearment towards somebody, I'm in love with my girlfriend. Okay, well, actions speak louder than words. Now, how are you acting towards her? If you're cheating on her, I think you really need to check yourself in the mirror and say, okay, I think if you love someone, you don't even need to tell her that you're cheating on her, but just let her go.
Let her go.
Because she deserves better, and you need to be true to yourself. Because there's nothing worse. You can lie to someone, but don't lie to yourself. You know, because at the end of the day, you're looking at yourself in the mirror every single day, and you're living this lie that I think just leads to other terrible things, negative emotions, and then things at work are all messed up, and then your health is all messed up just because you were just living this lie every single day. So I think if you say you really love her, stop the cheating immediately, or B, just let her go, man. That way you can fuck around, hook up with a ton of different girls, and not feel guilty about it.
I think if you're cheating on her and she's not doing anything wrong, you're just doing it. Because I know sometimes men do cheat, and I'm not saying it's always, I'm not justifying it, but sometimes girls don't give them enough attention, or there could be reasons why a guy strays. But if she's not doing anything wrong and you feel guilty because you just keep cheating on her, I don't think you really love her. And ultimately, like he said, don't be selfish, let her go, let her find her happiness. And at the same time, you're doing an injustice to yourself, because you could potentially find someone that you truly love and can be faithful to, and find something beautiful where you don't need all these other distractions to be happy. Something is missing. So not only are you doing an injustice to her, but also to yourself. So just move on, let her go, let her go. She doesn't deserve that. She deserves someone who cherishes her and is faithful to her just like she is to you.
And let's say you're married and you have a child, or 2 or 3 or 5. There's nothing wrong with you know, seeking help. Go see a therapist, a counselor, go talk to somebody. There's nothing wrong with that. First of all, you know, if you truly love someone, if you're in that type of situation where you know it's not that easy to just walk away from, talk to your partner and just be real. And I think that if they truly love you, and you know you went through, you know, marriage and all that, they'll forgive you, and you guys can together go, you know, towards the process of rebuilding that trust and kind of starting new. I believe people can change, so don't think that it's the end of the road if you end up cheating, because people make mistakes. Alright guys, well that was our final question of the season. We just want to say thank you for being with us here along this fun journey, for all the questions that were submitted, and for sharing it on Facebook, hitting like, honestly, and subscribing. It's been a blast, and we're actually preparing for season 2. We're gonna have a lot of fun ideas coming up. We're gonna have special guests. We're gonna have episodes for married couples. We're gonna have maybe a gay and bisexual episode. So make sure you stay posted. It's gonna be coming up in a few weeks. But from the bottom of my heart, Omero G, it was a pleasure being here with you guys. We'll be back very soon with more episodes.
Yeah, it was truly a pleasure answering all your questions and really seeing you guys show so much support. I know some of you posted it on your Facebook walls, and a lot of you sent me messages and emails and saying how wonderful everything was, gave us some tips here and there. So thank you so much for everything, and I look forward to seeing you guys in season 2.
Yeah, so much love. See y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye.